Welcome all of you. This is lecture for BSc second year student. Sorry, BSc first year. So this is the lecture for BSc first year student, and our semester is second semester. Paper is fourth paper. In last lecture, we have already discussed what is meant by the direction cosine of line. So in this lecture, we will discuss about some useful notation. In first generally in calculus, two-dimensional geometry. So this is the two-dimensional geometry. We know about it. This is the two-dimensional geometry. This is x-axis and this is y-axis. So this is a plane, and in this plane there are infinite number of points. This point, infinite number of points. No one can count these. If you are staying in lockdown and if you have no work, so I give to you this work. Please count these all points and tell me the number of these points. And I predict that no one is brave, no one is clever, and no one can calculate it very exactly. So dear student, this is a plane and there are so many points are there, and if I choose this is a one point, that is the x1 y1, I say x1 y1. So every point in the plane can be expressed as r cos theta into r sin theta. So this is nothing but the parametric representation of the point xy. That means the point given in coordinate system, we can express it in another form. So this study we have already discussed up to the last semester from the 11th standard. So now in three-dimensional geometry, similar case is there. Just analogous concept is there. What is that? Suppose this is the any line which lies in the base. Now I am going to draw three-dimensional geometry. This is three-dimensional geometry. Okay, this is x-axis, this is z-axis, and this is y-axis. This is a three-dimensional geometry. And in this three-dimensional geometry, suppose this is the any point P of xy. Suppose this is the any point P of xy. I draw a perpendicular. This point is in the base. I draw a perpendicular. This is a 90-degree angle on the x-axis. And this point is in the base. Okay, this point is in the base. This is the origin, and this distance is r. That means so OP be the distance from origin to that point is r. And suppose we draw the perpendicular PM on the x-axis. So therefore this distance OM is equal to x. Isn't it? I am right? Okay. So this distance OM is nothing but distance x. This distance OM is nothing but distance x. Okay. Now suppose this is the any angle theta, which is acute angle, obviously, and I compute cos of that angle. So that means cos of angle LOP. Cos of angle L, where is L? There is no L. Okay, there is no L, so we can take L. This consider as P. This P point, yellow P. Okay, yes, yellow P. So I think this take point L. Okay, that is PL is perpendicular drawn. PL is perpendicular drawn. PL is perpendicular drawn on x-axis. So this distance is OL. Okay, anyway, cos angle LOP. Cos angle LOP is equal to OL divided by OP. What is the OL? OL is the adjacent side. OL is the adjacent side. And hypotenuse is OP. So I write this as x divided by r. X divided by r. So here we get this OL divided by OP is equal to x divided by r. Isn't it? So this angle I say L, because this is angle L. Sorry, this ratio we say this ratio L, and this is an angle made by the line with a positive direction of x-axis with x. And therefore this is nothing but cos of whatever the angle cos of, but cos theta, and cos ratio is nothing but it is the direction cosine. In previous lecture we have already discussed. So x is equal to, can be written as x is equal to LR. So x can be written as x is equal to LR. So this is the analogous concept like the two-dimensional geometry. In two dimension, every x coordinate can be expressed as, see here, x is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta. So similarly, in three-dimensional case, every x coordinate, three dimension, okay, so three dimension, that is xyz. Three dimension, consider this is point is in the base. So in three dimension, x can be represented as RL, y can be represented similarly, y can be represented as RM, where M is angle made by a line with positive direction of y axis. After that, z is equal to Rn. Z is equal to Rn. This is a representation of the point. That means any point P of x, y, z in space can be represented as RL, Rm and Rn, or P of R of L, M, N. So this is a representation of a point in space, and that is in nothing but in terms of parameter. This is in terms of parameter. Okay, student, we stop it here. In next lecture, we will try to define a specific relation between these L, M, N, that means the direction cosine of line which lies in the space, or which are studying in three-dimensional space. Today stop it here.